works.
Opening
So,
statement?
Will, you've said a number of times this year you're not surprised by anything this team does, but honestly, were you kind of thinking this one was packed in before that 8th inning?
I was too upset to be worried about the 8th inning, to be honest. If I'm being transparent, I was really disappointed with the way we came out and started the first 2/3 of this game, 6 innings of this game. It was just not ready to play. That's the negative part, obviously, but the positive side of it is that you're never out of a game, and these guys, they know better than to cash it in. They're going to keep battling and keep fighting no matter what, and good things happen when you just string together good at-bats.
What's it say about this team that they can go down like that? Spirits were kind of low in the dugout, and yet just like that, 9 runs in an inning, they can pick it up and give you some momentum to continue into Pac-12 play.
Well, hopefully it's what we talked to him about afterwards is that you can see what happens when you don't show up to play, and you can see what happens when you do show up to play. And it shouldn't take you 6 innings for them to wake you up and for you to get going. It's hopefully we can get in the habit of coming out, the first inning and playing well. But I think the message to our guys is regardless of the score, you keep grinding because you never know what can happen, and to be able to put up 9. Against a pretty good team like that is impressive. So I don't think they had any miscues. We just found holes and put together really good at-bats.
Is that buying in that you talked about, of pitch to pitch, recognizing certain situations? It seems like there was a lot of aggressiveness that was empty-handed earlier on in the game, but at-bat to at-bat, the guys, just everyone, 1 through 9, looked like they were anticipating certain pitches.
I think it's motto kind of in there is win the pitch, win every pitch, and kind of pass the torch. You can't put up a 9 spot by yourself. You need a guy to get on base and another guy to keep it going, and one after another. You just got to keep putting together good at bats, and that's probably the best display I've seen of that all year.
Luke mentioned how you guys work on 2-strike hitting all the time, and then in that 8th inning, 2-strike hits all across the board, and then 2 out hits with those last 5 runs. What could you say about their approach with 2 strikes and 2 outs?
Just battling, and it's a mindset. A lot of it's a mindset of not giving in and refusing to quit, and just keep fighting. And we work on it quite a bit, just on different scenarios and different situations. But that's an expectation that we have as an offense. Is we're trying to limit the strikeouts and compete no matter what with 2 strikes, put the ball in play, good things happen, and they did a great job of that tonight. Late, they did a good job.
Willie, how big of a deal was McLean's performance after you don't play for a year and a half to start your collegiate career? He comes out and he goes 3 for 6 and a really big game, of course. Just how validating is that, not only for you but just for him as well?
I think we've all, our coaching staff especially, has known what this young man's capable of doing, and we've just been anxiously waiting for him to get here, and play. So I know he's been frustrated, up and down, a glimmer of hope that he was going to play, and then it was worse than he thought. Now he's back playing. So to get him in the lineup, it really, for me, it really lengthens out our lineup, which is nice. So it puts guys kind of back where they're supposed to be, lineup-wise, instead of trying to figure, I don't know if I'll keep him at leadoff or not, but I wanted to get him in there and get some at-bats and see what we can do. And he didn't disappoint. And then defensively, he was outstanding as well. And I think the play that really goes unnoticed is in the first inning there when he throws the runner out at third. We were reeling. We run across and nobody out, and guys on, at that point in time, first and third if he doesn't throw them out. And, we're already chasing numbers at that point in time. So he guns him out, and all of a sudden we get out of that with the 1 spot, and it was throw another guy almost at the plate. If we handle the ball clean at the plate, throws him out too. So he just had a great game.
Does the conversation change in preparation for Seattle if the game ends ugly like it was all game versus somehow pulling it out there at the end? Is the conversation different given those 2 potential outcomes?
The conversation's going to be had one way or another, but the tone of that conversation is certainly different. You can't following the game like this, you can't put a wet blanket on the way they battled back and ultimately came out on top. So, for that, obviously we try to celebrate a win. It's not easy to win, and especially against a team like this, it's pretty good. And so from that part, we celebrate it. But there will be a different tone of our meeting tomorrow with all the miscues that we had early, especially in that game.
You pulled Ryan Campos from the game for Bronson ball home. Is that just out of precaution, or was there something going on there?
A little bit of both. You know, for Campy to tell me he's feeling something in his side, there's something there. So I'm hoping it was just tight, you know, based on a little, you know, hot day, dehydrated maybe, that type of thing. But you know, fingers crossed that it isn't anything huge. Hopefully we got him out of there early enough. I just didn't want him to go out there and try to throw a guy out or swing and really pop, you know, if it is a tight oblique, pop that thing and be out really the rest of the year. Those things are 6-8 weeks if they're bad. So we'll see how he feels tomorrow and go from there. But for him to say something to me is usually not good.
Moving him from left field to catcher mid-game, I think that might be the first time you've done that this year. Was that triggered by anything, or what caused that?
You know, we were starting to kind of get some runners on right there. Their left-handed pitcher, I thought Will Rogers matched up well against him. You know, wanted to see if he could pop one right there and get us right back into that game. So in order to do that, then you know, he hit for Newman right there, and it's an easy swap. Campy goes into catch, Will goes into left. So they're both obviously accustomed to doing that.
Is that in the playbook going forward potentially, especially in a postseason game or something when you need a run or two?
Game dictates it. We'll see. Depends how guys are swinging and what I'm feeling at that time.
You mentioned Saturday that Will, you gave him an opportunity after the hard ground ball, I think on Friday night, and then he backs it up with a 2-run shot. Comes in to DH today, into left field actually. He improves it again with a couple base hits to start some of the rallies. Do you anticipate him now? Is he kind of back to where you want him to be, or are you still needing to see a little bit more?
You know, every at bat's earned. You know, so from that standpoint, you know, he's starting to make some progress. He squared up a couple balls tonight, which was big, and took a walk. So, you know, hopefully he's starting to get more and more confident, because we could use his bat. You know, if we get his bat in the lineup, it really makes that 1 through 9 awful tough. So I'm hopeful that he's starting to feel better and see the ball better and sticking with an approach that we need him to.
Where does this win rank for you, just in terms of pure excitement and enjoyment in those late innings since you've taken over?
I mean, like I said, man, I was too pissed off early in the game to be excited. You know, I mean, it was kind of, wow, we just took the lead, you know, after being that irritable, I guess, and upset with the way our team was playing. And, you know, it just kind of crept up on me pretty quick to go, wow, we're 1 base hit away from tying this thing. Oh, we just tied it. Now we're 1 base hit away from taking the lead. Oh, we just took the lead. So, I mean, it was a quick burst of excitement, you know, but like I said, there was 7 innings of pulling my hair out before that. So, but at the end of the day, yeah, I was excited for the guys. They didn't quit. They kept grinding late, which was huge.
In that Tobias at bat, he got the inside pitch, hit it a mile, and then slapped it the other way on the very next pitch. What does that just say about his approach?
He did what he was supposed to do. He got a fastball and turned on it and hit it a mile. I thought he got him, but then it hooked a little foul, and then took a breaking ball and stayed on it hard the other way. And that's good hitters do that.
Thanks, Willie.